So welcome back to Pro Golf Gals. Here we are at the beautiful Bonnie Doon Golf Club. I'm with Dennise Hutton.
And this is Anne Rollo, and we're looking forward to another video.
Yes, and this one is the beginning of a series about beginning golfing, beginner golfers, everything you need to know, a step-by-step guide to how to get into golf.
Yep, exactly, Annie, and I think we've already done an interview with the group that I've been training at Bonnie Doon.
Yes.
And so that's fantastic.
They're loving it.
They're loving it, and we believe that there's not enough out there for the beginner golfer.
That's right.
So that's where we're going to take you. So you'll have a step-by-step guide, as you just said.
Yep. And we're going to start off with what we think are the three most important things that you need to know before you take up golf. So what's number one? She can't remember.
I can't remember the three most important things.
We've actually written it down here. Oh yes, I know. You want to start off in a small group, ideally.
Definitely.
Don't you?
A small group, I'd say no more than 8 in the group.
Yes.
And a fun group.
Yes. And why would that be better, Dee, than just doing one-on-one lessons, do you think?
Well, I think when you're starting golf, it wants to be fun, and most women in particular, and also men, but it's much better to learn in a group.
Less intimidating.
Less intimidating. Yeah. You can learn from other people. Mm-hmm. So that's really important to get a fun
and
group.
You can build a group that you can go and play golf with.
Exactly. And that's the other thing. It's a networking thing. So you can go and, like you say, play golf with the other people. And I think the other important thing that I found over, and you'd be the same, the many years of coaching, is that often when we get beginner groups, they say, oh, give the beginner to the trainees. We believe that is totally wrong. We believe that beginners need the very, very best golf coaches, because if you start with the wrong information for yourself or wrong technique, it takes you much, much longer to get out of it. So look for a golf coach that is qualified and that you get along with and is going to really take you step by step.
That you resonate with. It seems like you're on the same wavelength.
Like us.
We're not saying don't get one-on-one lessons, of course, but our ideal situation, we think, would be get yourself into a small group with a really good quality pro that has a good reputation. You can build that camaraderie straight away. You're less intimidated, and off you go.
And prepare for a course that's maybe 8 weeks long, an hour and a half each session.
That covers a bit of everything. You want your grip, your posture, your basic swing. You want to do some chipping, some putting, bunkers. You've got to have a bit of a covering of everything to get you started.
Absolutely. And I think the other important thing is to say, like I say this to my students, just because you're beginning at golf doesn't mean you don't have a brain. So, just get 1 or 2 things each session and understand the concepts behind it, and then you'll love golf and progress at such a rapid rate.
And what's number 2?
I think number 2 for golfers when they're getting into it is just don't go out and buy a new set of clubs. Or don't
before you've done anything else.
Absolutely. Get yourself one club, or maybe if you're in a program,
what club would that be?
I'd say a 7-iron.
7-iron, exactly.
7-iron
so you can train your swing on an easy club in the bag.
And don't get your hand-me-down husband's clubs or whatever.
Good point. Don't do that. If you're a little 5-foot lady and you've got a heavy, big, it's going to kill your swing.
Yeah, and people say, oh, we'll cut it down for you, sweetheart. And that makes
Is that what they say?
They say, I'll cut it down for you, sweetheart. And when they cut it down, this thing gets really stiff and heavier.
And it's not going to be good.
You're not going to like it. You're going to injure yourself.
So we get fitted for 1 club or 2 clubs, maybe.
I don't actually think you need to get fitted for the 1 club.
So if you're a lady, just get a ladies' club.
Yeah, or if you're a tall lady, ask them to put a thinner grip on it, because ladies' hands are not so big. But I just get the grip right and a relative length and get a 7-iron. And don't spend a fortune.
And then you can hone your swing and get your technique right on the 1 club, because when you're starting, you don't need all the clubs anyway. You just need to get the swing right, get some confidence with that swing.
And then maybe you don't need a full set. Go get 5. Once you've got your swing going, get fitted for 3 or 4 clubs.
So would you say maybe 6 months in, when you've
I think 6 months.
6 months in?
Probably even 3 or 4 months you can be ready to go.
Go and get, say, 5 or 6 clubs. Then you might get fitted for those. And then, further down the track, when you're out on the course and you're playing regularly, and then you can go and get yourself your full set of clubs.
And we discussed getting the clubs as well, but I think it's also important, if you're starting a program in a small group, that you do have time to practice. You've got to do a little bit of practice, otherwise you're not going to progress.
Yeah, exactly.
And our third thing was start small.
Start small.
Start small.
Forgetting the I can't even remember 3 things. It's not a good sign.
Start small means what?
Start close to the green and work your way away.
Yeah.
Quite often you'll go to somewhere and they'll get out the driver straight away, and it's too much. It's too much.
The driver's too dangerous.
Yeah.
So when we're saying start small, what we actually mean is once you get your grip and you're set up, let me just excuse you just for a second, Annie.
Yes.
I'll take this club. So when we're doing that, what we want to do is by starting small, I mean just start with the little swings. So you learn what contact is.
That's
Not
right.
all of this stuff.
That's it. The Y shape.
So just
which we'll talk more about.
We'll talk more. So you can see the Y shape there, and all we're doing is back through. And the great thing about this is it teaches you solid impact, which is vital.
Yes.
This is what most people do. We're going to talk about, you know, trying to flick it into the air. A whole lot of concepts
exactly.
we're going to do.
Get you a feel for where you are in relation to the ground, which obviously is important to start you off.
Hey, I just thought. I had a thought. Why don't we just do, we weren't going to, but why don't we do one of the things straight away? So we've just not got these 3 ideas we want.
Yep, we want to start you off. Okay.
What should we start
Let's start with the grip, the best place to start.
Okay.
So we'll show you how to grip the club. Let's do that right now. Here, let me give you a better club than that one.
Oh, thank you. Just throw that one there.
All right, let's. I'll stand back and let Dee go through the basics of the grip, and so they know where to start, because that's where you're going to start.
Okay, so the most important thing, and I'm talking about a right-handed person, your left hand is absolutely vital. And I think it's important, Annie, that we get a good photo of this. Like the thing I see over the years, people put their hand underneath like this when they're taking their grip, and they're going, oh yes, it has to rest from there into there. So under this pad, I wonder if we can see that.
We'll add in a bit later some. Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
So under the pad, and then they go, oh, that's right, you've got to see 3 knuckles. So they turn the hand around, and now the club is in a totally incorrect position.
It's in the lifeline of your hand. You don't want that.
And you do not want it in the lifeline of your hand.
No.
So
Want that
the
pad
little
on
trick
top.
I do is I go, let's get in a shaking hands position. Well, see this little thing here. It's a technical term.
I can just imagine what technical term is it.
You'll see doctors who agreed with me. It's called the snuff box. So it's where there's a little hole there.
I didn't know that.
Where they used to sniff things.
Well, there you go. Did you know?
It's true.
Learn something every day.
So we start with our snuff box on top. So we get our club face square. Snuff box right over the top of the grip.
Okay.
So it's over the top of the grip.
Yep.
We're resting it from here to here.
Yep.
That position there.
Yeah, so you got this pad on top, very important.
Snuff box over the top.
Yep.
Then all we're going to do is close our fingers.
Yep.
And a little test is if I was just to take my thumb and forefinger off, I can hold it.
Yeah.
If I get it too much in the lifeline, which a lot of ladies do, oh my God, it is so heavy, and then that leads to all sorts of injuries.
Yes,
I would say you'd probably find the same thing. Incorrect grip with the left hand causes more injuries to women golfers than any other thing.
Yep.
You know, their wrists start working this way, they dint all their clubs.
Yeah. You get that bowed wrist position. That's a classic beginner position.
Yeah. So we're going to do a little bit more on getting that exact right grip where we need it to be. But just left hand first. There, under the snuff box, 1 on top. 2 under the pad and into the forefinger.
Yeah.
3 close it.
Love it. Simple.
Simple.
Yeah, and we'll do some close-ups of that to add on to at the end of the grip, at the end of the video, and that's enough to start off everyone, do you think, Dee? And they can practice that?
That's that. And
just need a club?
Practice it. Just get a club.
Yeah, even if the club's no right, you can get your husband's club in this case and just practice the grip.
Exactly, and just do that, and then we're going to have a lot more for you down the track.
We'll finish off the grip. We're going to do all the different departments of the swing, the grip, the posture, which is so important to get you set up correctly. Alignment, all the different clubs, short game putting, you name it.
Yep. Concepts that are so confusing to the amateur golfer.
Yes.
You know, some of the ladies said to me this morning, Denise, my husband says chip and pitch, what's the difference?
That's it. So it's exactly, and all of these things are great for the average golfer as well. Even if you've been playing for a few years, a lot of these basic concepts are really good to know as well.
Absolutely.
That hitting down and trapping the ball that we're going to talk about, and that just understanding that can revolutionise the way you hit the ball.
What did Jack Nicklaus say whenever he went back to see Jack Grout? He'd say, take me back, pretend I'm a beginner. And this was the golfer of the millennium, and he'd go back to basics, which is kind of where we all need to go.
Everybody benefits from going back to basics.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So I hope that's helped you. Our beginner series has started off, and look out for the next few videos.
And have fun. Remember, enjoy golf, have fun, laugh.
See you next time on Pro Golf Gals.
Close. Snuff box on top of the grip. Not here, there. Resting under the pad. So resting from here to here. Snuff box there to there.
Point to your pad.
And it's under this pad. Under. Not here. Under the pad. Under. There.
And maybe come down from the front, possibly.
Like this. So look at it from this angle.
Yeah.
So everyone talks about the 3 knuckles. Well, I could have the worst grip in the world and have the 3 knuckles going where we want.
Yeah, you said that. So I'll show this when we...
So it's there to there. Okay. Should we show what people normally want to do or not?
Yeah, and then show it going into the lifeline as in incorrect.
That's like the most important.
Yeah, and I'll put that in.
Incorrect. Look where, if we open it, look where it is.
Yeah, bring your hand around a bit more so I can see it. Yes. Yeah, that's better. So that's incorrect. And then show how your wrist goes wrong when you...
Okay, the wrist when you're doing it this way tends to work like that.
Yes, yeah, good.